So, okay, here. So, actually I went through all of this already, so we can actually just now play the video. Lydia here, she made that video and she will make 5 to 10 more and you will all be included. So thank you very much for working with us. Thank you.
Now we have Armando Araujo from Bath and Body Miss Universe.
Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Yes. Beautiful. There's so much beauty in this room, I can't believe it. But anyway, bienvenidos a todos. I hope you're having fun in this amazing city because you're going to be presenting one of the best Miss Universe pageants you have ever been at. So, it is great to have you here. It's really a cool honor. So, my function is basically to present to you a new category, a new division of Bath and Body, with the reason that we are able to get the generation from 13 years old all the way up to 60. So this is basically a brand called Real Boots and Soul, which is a new division of Miss Universe Bath and Body. What we're trying to do is captivate the 13-year-olds that are already when they're in their teens. They all have more makeup than I believe all of you, at the age of 13. So the world has changed, not only because of the pandemic, but at the same time, because everyone wants to be as beautiful as all of you are. So they start at an early age. For that reason, we created Rio Boots and Soul. Rio, obviously, because it's part of a little bit of the world, Rio de Janeiro and so forth. And obviously, boots because the fragrances are very gourmand. They're very sweet. Not all of them, but some of them are. And soul is because we all want to have a nice Sunday. Yeah. So let's start with the presentation. So we have Real Boots and Soul is the new brand under Miss Universe Bath and Body. And what we have here basically is the concept. It is in Spanish, but I will translate very easily. Basically, Real Boots will be the first sub-brand under the umbrella of Miss Universe Bath and Body, created for the base directed to the very young generation. In January of 2025, we will continue with the launch of our second collection, which is what we call Miss Universe Body and Fitness. After Christmas, we all gained a little bit of weight. Just a little bit. So now what we want to do is create a new launch of products which will be in a way that will firm a little bit of parts of your body, but at the same give you a little bit of more moisture, creams and so forth, so that you're able to have in the cold countries or wherever you are, obviously a little bit better products which we'll present in a minute. Miss Universe Bath and Body also will launch 4 new fragrances for the summer of 2025. What we're going to do is present you 3 fragrances today, and then we will continue with 4 additional fragrances. So here we go. There's a brand that has done amazing in the world that I'm sure all of you, how many know Sol de Janeiro? Raise your hands. Oh my God, I'm going home. I'm kidding. Basically, Sol de Janeiro was acquired by a company in France called L'Occitane. And this is a lady that went to Brazil. She was pregnant. She used to work at L'Oreal. And her husband was transferred to Brazil so that she didn't have anything to do. So she created this brand in Sol de Janeiro means son of the month of January. So she started this little brand, was acquired by L'Occitane about 3 years ago for $450 million. Small change. So anyway, what we're trying to do is be inspired by this, not a copy. Copying is very easy, but this is something that you can make a lot of money wherever you are around the world because you will be the ambassadors for this brand. So just to show you a little bit of the numbers, Sol de Janeiro in 2022 sold 26 million euros. Last year, they sold 267 million euros. And this year, they're going 6 million. Those numbers, not even Coca-Cola can keep up with them. You know, that is a huge growth. And so the idea of Rio Dulce is obviously to try to compete in that segment of the market. As I said, 30-year-olds to 60-year-olds. And what we're looking here is the designs have to be of bright colors, have to be an amazing fragrance. And you don't cut corners when you do these products and the formulations. You go with the best. And that's the only way to do it. There's no dummy here or the world as a consumer that will not understand if the product is of low quality. You can buy products at $5, $7 at Target, Walmart, wherever. This is a high quality product that we're very proud of, but we tested it so that we would understand, after being in the business for 20 years, we would understand what are the ingredients that are most important. So having said that, the fragrances could be pistachio and sandalwood, it can be vanilla parfait, chocolate strawberries. There's not a mistake in the spelling, it's not on purpose. So all of you that thought it was with a C, yes it is with a C. But marketing can do anything. So we put it under chocolate strawberries, candy rose, caramel peach, and baklava orange blossom. Another thing that is very important, you can come to us and tell us which are the top flavors and fragrances in your countries. We will be able to continue setting up fragrances and new products so that you can become part of our marketing team. To have 130 beautiful women on the marketing team, not even Coca-Cola has that. You know, all of you will be part of this event as we try to bring in what's the difference between Finland, Norway, Australia, the US, Mexico, on and on and on. I apologize because I have a little bit of a sore throat, but that's okay. You can understand me, right? Yes. So this is Rio Dulce Talk. So basically what we're trying to say here is the product that we're trying to talk is a body wash. This is better. These are designs that have nothing to do with Sol de Janeiro, but it provides you a little bit of youth, young, the designs. What you have here is Rio Dulce sold by Miss Universe Bath and Body, very important. And in addition to have a body wash, and the designs are a little bit of more of a modern look, so that you can see each one of them. And we will try to be using different designs, again, from different parts of the world. That's the idea, so that we have a product that the market can identify with the product. That's what we're looking for. This is the body butter, an amazing product. These products will be given to you prior to the Miss Universe pageant. So you will have a kit, which you will be able to try these products, because the customs wouldn't allow me to bring 130. So they're coming by truck, and they should be here by the 12th. So you will have a chance to try. You guys are so great, I should bring the wood to you now, but I don't have it. Anyway, we have the body scrub, another amazing product. These are products that, one of the things that is happening, and I don't know if it's happening in part of where you live, but in the United States, where the manufacturing is done, we have most of there are two major companies, which are called Sephora and Ulta. Those Sephoras and Ultas can't get enough they're getting too many customers, and they don't have enough stores. So now all of the stores are changing their way of setting up their stores. So Target now has an Ulta wannabe in all of Targets. Then you will have Walgreens in the United States, they're changing their setup, and they're leaving this half for their products, and this bigger half goes into Bath and Beauty. So there's a change, there's a revolution, because now everyone wants to look beautiful, everyone. So, and the 13 years are no exception. They don't play with games or dolls anymore. They want makeup. They want beautiful fragrances. They want to feel as if they were 21 years old. So this is what we're bringing to them. In addition to that, we have perfume mist. You have to try this. When we were developing this product, one of the things that most people do when they have a perfume mist is basically use about 8-9% fragrance though, because that's the way they do it cheap and they add more water to it. We went to 24%, which means that once you wear it, it'll stay for a long time. Try it and you will come back and you will tell me, you were right, Armando. And that you were right. So think about it, because we went really, I would say not to a Tom Ford level. I don't know if he uses 30-40%, but we use 24%, which is an amazing fragrance, and it comes in a 4-ounce so that you can guys see it. You can't travel with a 4-ounce, but we can do a travel kit, which is coming later on. But this way, you can review the fragrances, obviously, as you get your kit package. Candle. There's nothing more beautiful than a candle. It is romantic. Very romantic. Whether you're with someone that you love or whether you're by yourself, a candle and a glass of red wine does it all. Does it all. So we need to make sure that you have a candle, obviously, in your bedroom, in your living room, wherever you want it. But these are beautiful, beautiful fragrances. This is a soy candle. We hardly use any paraffin anymore. So it's a candle that is, it could be at a very high-end price, but you're going to see the prices and you're going to see how well you will be able to sell these products. So here we have Miss Universe Bath and Body again, but this one's called Azul. The first one, remember, is Verde. This one is Azul. So Azul, we have this design. So the bottles are in blue, the boxes are in blue, and everything that has to do with this has the same products, which you will see very quickly. This is the body butter. This one is this was the perfume mist, Azul. Again, an amazing fragrance. The Verde is a little bit, as you can see from the name Verde, it's a little bit green, fresh type of fragrance. In this case, is ocean. We all want to be at the beach. Whether we lie or not, we all want to be at the beach. So therefore, this is the same fragrance that brings us back wherever we are, even though it's a cold weather, that we want to be at the beach. So this is the type of fragrance that we think that can be very acceptable around the world. This is again a candle, beautiful candle. You can change to white wine if you want to. You don't have to stay with the red wine. In addition to that, here we go with a third fragrance, which is naranja. Most of you would think that we did this in Spanish. No. We did it because Portuguese also says verde in Portuguese. And azul is also. And naranja is called laranja. But I thought half of the people would not understand. Oh, they made a mistake. So I said, screw it. Let's do naranja, let's do verde, and let's do azul. And that way no one gets confused. So that's the reason why we put naranja. But in Portuguese it's laranja. So this is The beautiful boxes, every design is done by a team of 6 designers, and each one chips in to see how they like it. The same we will do with all of you. Anyone that has marketing skills, just send them over. So that way we can continue developing new collections on a continuous basis. All right, you saw the numbers, from 26 to 264 to 640. I need to give you the checks to all of you on a monthly basis. Because obviously if you sell, this is what we're good at. All of you are sellers. So this is something that would be very attractive. And I'll bring you up to date a little bit more on, this is the butter, the scrub. We're not going to detail these because you already saw it. The mist, again, 3 fragrances which are amazing. This is a little bit more on the sweet side, the caramel. Fantastic. We did a study of about 45 women, not as beautiful as you, by the way, but it doesn't matter. We did 45, and of those 45, it really came out even. So we had, like 30%, 30%, and 20% between all those 3 fragrances. There was not one winner. So this is something that we're going to try as we move forward with new fragrances that we need to launch and new designs. The candle, which you will see how impressive that is, and then this is you, but better than what we have here. So what we're trying to say is everyone wants to be a beautiful woman. Everyone. And that's the importance of using high-end quality products. Now, very quickly, we'll go into the products. If you see the body butter, it's at $38, 8 ounces. This one's at $34. The body wash is at $20. The perfume mist is at $30. And the fragrance candle is at $30. Not euros, 30 US. The reason for that is that if you check Sol de Janeiro, which most of you already bought in different countries, it's much higher than this. We did not want to go to those premium prices. I have to tell you a little secret that Sol de Janeiro has taken off so fast to reach 600 million euros that their quality of trying to produce that quantity, they're just trying to get it out as it goes as fast. I don't want to say as McDonald's, but obviously we have tested the product and it varies one quality to the other. Saying anything negative about it, but when you have such a growth, obviously how do you produce that so fast? There's got to be a procedure so that you're able to produce that. In our case, we will not make that mistake. There's a saying in Spanish, you add water to the soup so that obviously more of us can have lunch. No, this is not the case. If we can't produce it in the right way, we will not produce it. But we have, and you'll see we have 3 factories. One in the United States, which is the primary factory. The other one is in Guatemala, which is the one that produces the bases so that we can get it into the US. And we're setting up another one in Poland. And the reason for that is so that we will be able to be tiny, tiny, tiny Amazon so that we are able to deliver. You don't have to wait if you're in Europe for 360 million people. You don't have to wait for the product to come from the United States. It's a pain in the butt. By the time you get it, the season is over, or your gift who you wanted to give it to didn't arrive in time. So the idea is that we produce, have inventory, but we don't know which fragrances that sell the most. So it's a little bit of just in time that we will have the 3 factories available to respond. For example, the one in the United States will take care of Mexico, and will take care of the US market. And the one that we have in Poland will take care of the European, because there are different laws and requirements for the European market. That's why we went to produce in Poland. The prices, as I said, they're not a $7 product. They're around 20-25% below the prices of Sol de Janeiro. Because as kids, 13-year-olds, kids are not to 15, Mothers are not buying $43 on a continuous basis for everything. They will come up with 300, 400, and sometimes they spend more money than the adults. So that's why all of these Targets, all of these department stores are creating a division where you will have more products on the skincare than on the regular stuff which they've only had for years. As we go forward, channels of communication, TikTok is amazing. I mean, it's amazing because it has such amount of people that watch that obviously it's a habit. It became a habit. In addition to that, obviously we have the Instagram, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, and Google, but at the same time, we're trying to do all the volume online. Why? Because it's much faster to get it into your hands. You know, we, in addition, in Fort Lauderdale, you are more than welcome to come to the factory. We will be doing the 3PL, which means pick and packing. So in other words, we get the order, we have a team of 25 people, they will pick up the products that you have, put them on a box, ship it directly to where you are. You know, with UPS or with FedEx, whatever works in each one of the countries, that's the idea. The idea is that you get your product as fast as you would get Salt Lake City. When we put here Macy's, Ulta, Costco, Walgreens, Bloomingdale's, to be quite honest, right now they're just names. Because once we launch the product, we don't know who's going to come to us and who are we going to partner with on the retail side of the business. Brick and mortar, there's so many changes in the world now, especially in the United States. You don't know who's closing doors, you don't know who's opening the doors. For example, Bed Bath & Beyond closed their doors about 6-8 months ago. They're opening them again. So it's very important that we choose the right partners in retail. But as I said, 10-15% should be brick and mortar, 80% should be online, because that's all we need. As I said, channels of manufacturing and distribution. Fort Lauderdale is our primary. We will be able to produce in Fort Lauderdale, I would say, between 600,000 to 1 million units per month. That is the capacity installed. So the idea is that the more we sell, the more we will be able to provide you funds, just for, to add to whatever money you're making now. Guatemala, that's where the formulas were created for Bath & Body Works. We sold to Bath & Body Works all of their products for the past, since 50 years ago. We developed every ingredient, and we developed the products for Bath & Body Works, and we developed the products for Victoria's Secret. So that's where they used our formulas, and then obviously they wanted us to set up the manufacturing facilities in Columbus, Ohio, which is very cold, and I had 600 workers. They didn't want to go to the cold weather. And they didn't have a visa. So they were obviously to part ways, and this is a beautiful opportunity between Miss Universe and us as manufacturing, because we have partnered together so that this becomes a reality. This is a partnership. So that's the reason why it is important that all of you becomes our sales force. So we have these 3 manufacturing facilities, and with that we'll do a little bit of product analysis very quickly. This is our customer. You know, this is our customer. We're talking about Rio Dulce sold Miss Universe Bath and Body. I'm sure they'll just call it Rio Dulce. You know, so I don't think you have to go to all the 3. When we were baptized in Latin countries, they would put so many names, you would not know what your name is. You know, because we were named under saints, and then we had the parents and the grandparents. So now what we're trying to do, 3 simple words. Rio Dulce Sol. That's the brand, most important, by Miss Universe Bath and Body. That's the new division. We saw these products already, so that we move forward. This is the product that we found that after, I would say 50 years of investigation, is called Babasu oil. Babasu oil, I don't know if you guys remember when they launched argan oil. No one knew about argan oil when Moroccan oil was launched. No one knew what argan oil was, but it came like a steamship. Obviously, just seeing the quality of argan oil at that time. We have the same quality obviously with Babasu oil. Babasu oil, if you look at 44%, so I don't want to read all of it to you, but if you see 44%, 50%, and 30% of oleic, myristic, and lard, is 70% of that ingredient that goes in all of our products. I don't want to say that it's our secret weapon, but it's something that we're adding on to each one of the products so you can feel the difference from any other maker of compared to Real Luz. So that's really this is what we're doing. And obviously it's antimicrobial, it has fast absorption, and basically what's important is the moisturize. That's the most important thing. We need the skin to feel moisturized. And so, again, everything else, it's very basic on the functional benefits, but this 75% is what I think is more important. This is the famous Babasu. It's like a little nut. It's not the size of a coconut that we all know, but Babasu, you have to crack like a walnut. It's very hard to crack the surface, and then you come out with that. You extract that little nut, and then little by little you extract the Babasu oil. It is not that well known because it's not in the market, and it grows in certain parts of Central America, and it grows in certain parts of Africa, South America. So Babasu oil is our key ingredient for these. Again, moisturizing. We have done from organic, and again it says natural emollient, which we know all of these things.
We're going to stop a little bit. We're going to call the doctors. Turn on the lights, please. Turn on the